Hey everyone, hope you enjoy our little adventure. Now it's time to give you some Halloween safety tips, which my friends and I will demonstrate. First up, costumes. Your child's costume should have visible colors, bright if necessary, and should allow for freedom of movement. Now this is the components of a costume. Masks and or makeup. You need to see clearly, especially at night, so make sure the eye holes of your mask are wide enough. As for makeup, you gotta make sure that it's washable and non-toxic. In other words, no Sharpies. Next up, props. Having props is okay as long as they're not realistic. Swords must have foam blades, toy guns must have orange tips on the barrels, etc. Lucky for me, Optimus Prime didn't have to carry his blaster all the time, everywhere. Next up, let's talk about night walking. For starters, darkness falls, and it can get pretty scary out there. One way to keep your night from getting too scary is the use of lights and or reflectors. And if most costumes don't include built-in lights, a liquid light stick will do nicely. And it's especially important to stay close to home and plan your route. Maybe draw a map of your neighborhood like I did. But above all, don't stay out too late. It's still a school night, you know. Next, there's the buddy system. As the saying goes, there's safety in numbers. And this is especially important when confronted with stranger danger. You may think you're safe in your own neighborhood, but even the friendliest person can turn out to be a monster. No offense. None taken. Now, of course, if you're lucky, law enforcement officials are on hand to protect you from stranger danger and other such mischief. And that brings us to the most important safety must. Good behavior. Conduct plays a huge factor in all activities. And one act of mischief is enough to ruin everyone's night. First of all, remember that you're not Garfield, so don't say gimme. Instead, you say trick or treat. The person of the house will then gladly give you candy if there's any to give. And don't forget to thank them. Secondly, while it may seem tempting, in fact, it's where we get the trick part, pranks can oftentimes be hurtful and at worst, illegal. I mean, sure, it's fun to be scared on Halloween night, but let's set some limits here, people. Of course, there is one more thing you must do at the end of the night that's equally important, and I can't stress this enough. Check your candy. And not just for the standard harmful stuff like razor blades and so on. There is a good chance your child has nut allergy or is lactose intolerant. In short, be careful of what's put in your bags. Follow these safety tips and you're sure to have a safe, fun, and happy Halloween.